What's up, guys? So before we get into this topic of the video, I want to give you guys a quick rewind on how I got this video idea. So how I got this video idea was actually from a YouTube video, and this video took place back in the Logan Paul versus KSI fight. And while this fight, was happening, and while this event was, building up to this fight, right? You know how just about basically every single celebrity, every single YouTuber was there, and KSI and Logan Paul actually invited some celebrities into the the event as well. Well, there's this YouTuber who actually had the idea of actually tricking everyone in the whole world that Ed Sheeran was coming to the fight, and this turned out to actually work. And this guy actually did look like Ed Sheeran. It's really crazy on how similar these two guys look, right? And, he basically just tricked everybody at the event. People were just dying over him of this fake Ed Sheeran, right? And he was constantly being bombarded with people wanting to take pictures with him, selfies with them, being bombarded with cameras, just phones and stuff. And like it seems like he could never even get like space for himself, right? Just because this guy actually did look like Ed Sheeran. And the crazy fact is, heck, even when they tried to go to the bathroom, they were constantly being bombarded with everybody in the convention center. It's just absolutely just stunning to see on what being famous can really be like, right? And it's just very astounding of just this taking place. And to me, this video actually makes me feel like this is like a perspective on what famous really feels like being, right? And it's just really crazy on how everything just took down in this video. I mean, he tricked everyone that everyone thought he was actually Ed Sheeran, right? He got the VIP seats. He even went to some private Hollywood party as well. And people and YouTubers as well and celebrities were taking pictures of him. People were just talking to him a lot. And it was just crazy on how he was getting this much attention from just your average Joe guy. Heck, but at the same time, he does look like Ed Sheeran. So, this got me thinking. Is being famous really even worth it in the first place? I mean, if you really think about it, this really does show a good example of what being famous really feels like, man. And I feel like a lot of things, we all had that dream at one point of us trying to be quote unquote famous, wanting to get attention and being getting attention from other people as well. Especially with nowadays with social media and things has actually really gone crazy on how people will go this far just to get the views and likes and just trying to become famous, man. And to me, man, I feel like, we all have that thought of just imagining ourselves being famous at one point in our lives. Though to me, I feel like being famous is not worth it. One thing is, for the most part, definitely a downfall of just being famous and stuff, is that your privacy is no more. Your privacy is basically just taken away, and basically everything you do is never going to be private. And that really sucks, and I really do feel bad as well for people who are actually famous, like these YouTubers, celebrities, famous rappers, singers, on how they have to go through. I mean, just imagine having a bodyguard next to you 24/7, right? I mean, it's crazy, right? And it's just really a dark side of just being famous and just being constantly just being bombarded with a bunch of fangirls and fanboys, right? And to me, man, it's very dark on just becoming famous. I mean, sure, right? It really does look good on paper of, once you're being famous, you get attention. You get people liking your stuff. You're going to get views. You're going to get a lot of people supporting you, well, quote unquote, actually. And it's just very crazy on how being famous can actually take a toll on your mental health, man. And being in this, your privacy just taken away, especially paparazzi following you everywhere 24/7. I mean, for example, there's this recent video that I also watched, was, one of my favorite actors, Tobey Maguire. Shout out to that guy. And, in the video, there's this guy, it's this annoying guy who, I guess he was he's a paparazzi, right? And, he has his flash camera on, taking his little pictures and stuff to Tobey Maguire. And he was just acting so rude. I mean, sure, yes, it is cool that, this man played as Spider-Man. And, I support Tobey Maguire, man. Like, he's my childhood overall, right? Though, just doing that to him, like, just going up to him, turning on that flash on, taking pictures without, just his permission or something like that, is just really disrespectful. And even at the end of the video, he actually said something really disrespectful to him, that, his Spider-Man sucks and stuff. Which to me was just, oh man, I just really kind of felt bad for Tobey Maguire. But he did ignore the guy. He just minded his own business. I'm really happy for Tobey Maguire, just living out his life and stuff. And also, just there was another video that is, I'm pretty sure it's a lot older. And, Tobey Maguire was in his car and stuff. And he actually got mad at, like, people, like, they were just constantly just taking pictures of him. And he couldn't even drive. And, like, I couldn't even blame the guy for getting mad on, like, why this is crazy, right? And I'm kind of lost for words. Sorry about that, guys. But to me, like, once you become famous, your privacy is just goes bye-bye, man. And I really do feel bad for people who are especially famous, man, or just gets a lot of attention. Another downfall of being famous is a social media aspect. Heck, even with, celebrities like Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, and these type of celebrities, especially on social media, they always have to outdo themselves every time with a better and better picture, right? And just, with their pictures, each picture of them, they look perfect, they look flawless. Even though behind the scenes, they're just normal human beings. They have flaws as well, right? And, they just constantly just always look pretty 24/7. I feel like this is the reason why social media is such a toxic place. Is because, with celebrities, constantly just putting on makeup, filters, and try to have that quote-unquote best pick, that makes other females or just everybody else just insecure about themselves. And when they try to pose on social media, they always think they always have to look pretty, even though they don't even have to. Always have to get those filters on, makeup. And it's just practically the ugly side of social media, man. And celebrities, I really do feel bad for people like Kylie Jenner and just them as well. Just constantly being bombarded with notifications. And just the fact that they probably can't really, take a break on social media, because if they do, probably people are going to say that they fell out, they're irrelevant, or something like that. And one thing that I really feel like what being famous really sucks about, I mean, sure, like I said, you get the VIPs, you get the red carpet, and all that stuff, but I feel like that's not really worth it as well. Especially, we're going to go back to that other topic with paparazzis, man. People like TMZ, or these news coverage that covers celebrities' lives for no reason. I mean, it's pretty surprising on why would you guys waste your lives on just trying to report on another person's life, right? All because they have this certain amount of followers on social media, all because they're famous for doing this or that. I mean, I feel like it's not really worth it. I mean, can you just, like, leave these guys alone, right? Especially just people like Justin Bieber, or just these singers, these rappers. It's really crazy on how, your life is never really private as well, thanks to these paparazzis, and especially TMZ. I'm looking at you, TMZ. You're no good platform at all, man. Like, why you gotta be so nosy all the time of just people's lives as well, man? And I really do feel bad for the celebrities You know, they can't even just go outside normal. Just go outside normally without constantly being bombarded by people. You know, it just really sucks about that. And it's just, I just really feel bad for that, man. And one thing for sure, this, you know, one reason why being famous is not really worth it, or just social media overall, man, is, you know, the mental health of it. Especially mental health, man. You know, I feel like, you know, it really does suck as well, you know, famous YouTubers or just celebrities overall, what they have to go deal with. And it comes to a point where, heck, now even, you know, some celebrities, they get, you know, social media managers to, use their social media accounts so they don't have to, because how the effect tolls on their mental health. And one example I really do feel like being famous is not really worth it, or just the attention, is the recent events of Etika. Now, Etika, you know, he was a famous live streamer, I guess you say. You know, he was just a very, I guess, popular YouTuber. He was, really. And, you know, he was just really famous all around the platform on YouTube and other social media platforms. And things starts to take a downfall after that, you know. For me, I do feel like he tried to quit first. He tried to quit YouTube first because he deleted his YouTube channel, or I'm pretty sure he posted some inappropriate content on the channel. It got taken down. He did on purposely. Though then, you know, luckily his mental health starts getting better. You know, he starts feeling a lot better. And, you know, he made a new channel, and everything seemed to be going so far so well for him, man. And I remember, like, this taking place, man. All this taking him down. And it just really sucks on what happens to him. And then, you know, after that, you know, he has another mental breakdown after that. Though people, you know, even if he had this large audience of people, you know, he had a fan base. You know, everyone on YouTube knows him. Everyone on social media knows him. He's a very recognizable person, right? You know, when he has this type of community with him, and, you know, he does have his mental breakdown and stuff, you know, a lot of people didn't really take it seriously, man. A lot of people just started clowning him. People just started making memes about him and his mental breakdown. And people did not really try to help him, man. And I really do feel like, to me, like, if the whole YouTube community back then, you know, if we made something like everyone just start supporting him instead of just, you know, turning our backs against him, which I didn't really turn his back against. Though at the same time, I really do wish I did something more to try to help, even if me and him, like, never even met. But, you know, it just really sucks on what happened, man. Like, a lot of people just start clowning him. People just started doing all this stuff, just making fun of him. And I knew that for sure. That really took a toll on his mental health. And, you know, the live streams as well, you know, a lot of people were just hating on him for no reason, instead of just trying to help him, trying to better his mental health. And I really do wish that he rather just quitted YouTube altogether, though I know what type of just setting he was in on why he couldn't do that. And, you know, we all know what happened after that, man. You know, he sadly passed away, committed suicide. And, you know, he even said in his video, you know, his last video, on how the social media stuff can really take a toll on your mental health, man. And this really does show that social media overall, man, people don't really view you as a person, right? They don't really view you as another human being. They just view you as sort of an entertainer, or someone to make them entertain and laugh. And it's just very scary on how celebrities, what they have to go through, or just anyone being famous, you know, throughout YouTube and stuff. And it's really just scary on the dark side of being famous, right? Because, you know, like I said, on paper, being famous sounds nice and amazing, right? You know, you get all this luxurious stuff, materialistic things, right? You get Gucci, Louis, all that good, products, right? Though, even if you have all this money, all this materialistic things, it's still not really helping you deep down in here with your mental health, man. And just really sucks to see how, everyday person like me, right? You may look at these famous people, we may look at them like saying that, oh, they got everything, right? They have everything, the whole wide world that they need. They got the best houses, they got the best just cars, they got the best everything in the world, right? And, they get the best VIP places, like parties and stuff, or red carpets. And, even if this is the case, deep down, like, these are just people as well, man. And I really do feel bad for people out there who are really just, man, it really does suck for just to see it as well. And that video, the fake Ed Sheeran, it really did open my eyes of seeing what famous can really be like, man. And the mental health of what it can do to you. And I feel like being famous is never really worth it, man. And just, it's never worth it, man. I really do feel like it. And I can just imagine myself, if I was ever famous, like, that would just be constantly just be annoying as well. Like, going outside, mind your own business, and just a bunch of people just bombarding you and stuff. Paparazzi's coming in. It's not a fun thing to deal with. So, yeah, that is it for today's video, guys. I really do hope you guys, learn something from this video. Just make you think, outside the box of it. And this was a really good topic to talk about today. And just about, yeah, man, thank you guys for watching. And yeah, if you want to support this channel, man, just like and subscribe. And if you really do that, then you can actually support me just doing this as just, I'm just doing this for fun, honestly. I'm just doing it because I like doing it. I don't really take this seriously. I don't really want to do it for just the fame or the money. I don't really want to do that, man. I really feel like it's not really worth, for that price, man. Because once you take something seriously, or you want to do it because you want to be famous, it's never really fun comes out of it. And just about, yeah. And also, just check out, if you guys want to listen to my podcast show, The Brew of Life Show, is in the description down below. And also my clothing brand that I'm making, Launch Off. And just every clothes that you try to buy, I'm trying to just make it like some type of charity and stuff. Even though this corona stuff just been just just messing everything up in this world. But yeah, if you want to check out Launch Off, you want to buy clothes, and if you want to buy the clothes that I designed, just really please go support it, man. I really do appreciate it, because I really do want to donate it to the mental health, just charities and stuff. Especially for Etika. And rest in peace to that guy, man. Rest in peace, Etika. And just about, yeah, man. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys, and peace.